from every round of the competition, and as if that wasn't enough, you can catch up with all the latest news from behind the scenes, interviews with the players and coaches, and everything in between, not just from the Men's Champions League but from the Women's Champions League as well. Make sure you go and check that out. It is well worth a read. Moving on to match 3. Anton Kallberg, the youngster from Sweden, taking on Mr. Champions League himself, Vladimir Samsonov. 12 Champions League titles to add to a long list of accolades. Has taken part in six Olympic Games, the World Cup winner on 3 occasions, a runner-up on 2, a 3-time European champion in the singles, a multiple champion and prize winner of the European Championships, and the list goes on and on and on. He really is the man in the know, the man who has seen and done it all before, and arguably one of the nicest men you will find in the sport as well. Always a pleasure to watch, a pleasure to talk to, and a pleasure yet again to have here in yet another Champions League final. Should really make for an interesting match though, because standing at the other end of the table is a star in the making. Anton Kallberg, under the guidance of Danny Heister there in your screen. Kallberg, a player who's impressed here for Borussia Düsseldorf. He's very popular with the fans, taken under the wing of his fellow Swede, Christian Karlsson, of course.
Und alles wieder auf Null. Es steht 1:1 zwischen Düsseldorf und Orenburg. Viel Spaß.
Anton Kallberg finishing 9th at the World Cup back in 2015. Fifth at the Swedish Open in the same year. Recent time has taken part at 3 European Championships between 15 and 17. Definitely still a little rough around some of the edges, but is getting better and better with every match he plays, and will learn a lot from playing against the likes of Samsonov, that's for sure. Win or lose, he will take a lot from this game, I'm sure. Samsonov off to a quick start here. Looking to lay down a marker. Oh, now that is classy stuff from Samsonov. He really does make it look so easy sometimes. Almost effortless. Using the power from Kallberg against him there with a beautifully placed backhand. That was a good serve there by Samsonov, but the return from Kallberg was up there with it. That's more like it. Kallberg with Samsonov at full stretch there. Beautifully placed forehand down the line, well out of reach of Mr. Champions League that time. And Kallberg just caught wrong-footed there. Missed opportunity as well. Those are the chances he really needs to take. The opening was there. Samsonov handing it to him on a silver platter. And Kallberg unable to take it. Well, every little bit helps. The young Swede closes the gap to 3. Well, a little bit of a lady luck shining down on both sides of the table during that exchange. In the end, it's Samsonov who comes away with the points and moves to within 3 of taking game 1 rather swiftly. And patience is a virtue for the veteran there. Forcing the error from Kallberg. That's more like it from the youngster as he tries to stay alive in this first game. For the first time, a bit of a wild effort from Samsonov there. Started very, very convincingly. That really the first bump in the road for the man from Belarus. Lack of experience showing in that. Forehand there from Kallberg, almost trying to force the point. And well wide in the end. So Samsonov takes game 1, 11-6 convincingly. We did say Kallberg would have his work cut out for him against the likes of Vladimir Samsonov. But it has been, well, a little too convincing if you ask me. One-way traffic here in match 3 so far as Orenburg look to put their dominance in European table tennis back on show. After what was a dodgy start to the final, everything seems to be back in order so far. Düsseldorf now the team with work to do. And the pressure now on youngster Anton Kallberg with game 2 of match 3 just around the corner.
Anton Kallberg.
Samsonov off to a scoring start here. With a little bit of help from Kallberg and backs it up with another in quick succession. Reaction needed from the young Swede here. That's more like it. Much better that time from Anton Kallberg. Is again slow to start the game. Perhaps the pressure just taking its toll on the young man from Sweden as well. Not to mention his opposition, which will add a little bit of extra spice to the occasion. Get the blood pumping a little more than usual, I'm sure, when you're up against the likes of Vladimir Samsonov. For the first time, a little bit of frustration coming through as well. Can understand it, especially in front of a home crowd. And Samsonov continues to teach the youngster a lesson here. Very little Kallberg seems to be able to do against it. And a rare missed opportunity for Samsonov. Nice to see that he is human after all. Pushed long with the help of the top of the net there for Kallberg. Samsonov now 8-2 up. Well, if game one wasn't convincing enough, game two certainly is. Finally, Kallberg manages to punch back. He's in a position where it's going to take some doing to turn things around. But every point scored is something he needs to harness and help get his confidence back to where it belongs. Certainly a little better, but still not enough to trouble Samsonov. And well, the man known as Mr. Champions League living up to his title yet again. Taking game two even more convincingly than game one, 11-3. Samsonov on track for a clean sweep against Anton Kallberg, which will then leave Orenburg in need of just one match to secure victory here in the first leg of the 2017-2018 Table Tennis Champions League final. What a game we had in match two between Mitsutani and Christian Karlsson. That one going all the way to the wire. Game five going all the way to 14-12 in favor of Yun Mitsutani, who keeps his unbeaten record intact. A sensational record which goes all the way back to last season's Champions League competition. He's carried it over into this season's, and well, is there any stopping him? The same can be asked about Vladimir Samsonov here in match three. Is there any way Kallberg can turn this around? You would say it's unlikely, certainly not impossible. That's the start he'll be hoping for. Fellow Swede Christian Karlsson on his feet, supporting his young teammate. Well, that one was there for the taking. It sat up nicely for him. But again, just snatching at it slightly.
Sensational rally goes the way of Anton Kallberg. Look what it means to him as well.
And it's points like that that really can change the mood of a match. Is this one of those moments? Samsonov doing really well to stay in the rally. That will help him start to believe.
Great serve from Samsonov, but an even better return from Kallberg,
who was almost expecting it. At least that's what it seemed like. He wasn't far off the mark there.
all of a sudden confidence through the roof for the youngster, and as well finds himself in a position with nothing to lose really. Can now play with a little bit more freedom, but needs the time, the risks he does decide to take to perfection, because he is on that edge of, yes, he needs to take risks, yes, he needs to take the game to Samsonov, but he is 2-0 down. And every mistake made is a step closer to victory for Mr. Champions League. So a timeout called by Düsseldorf. Yep. Well aware that Samsonov starting to build up a little bit of momentum again. Chance to get the youngster back to the corner for Danny Heister. Try and focus on what he has been doing well. He hasn't had a chance to impress too much. Such has been the dominance of Samsonov, but Kallberg has shown in brief moments here or there that he can dance with the big man from Belarus. But he needs to just add a little more consistency to his game. Perhaps the occasion getting to him early on, and now finds himself in a position where his back's up against the wall and he's got a mountain to climb. Samsonov, of course, is so experienced. 12 Champions League titles already. Kallberg doing just about enough to stay in this. Backhand pushed down the line from Samsonov, not too far away from finding the table, but wide in the end. Well, Kallberg certainly upping his game here. Looking like a different player here in game 3. sudden, much more of an even affair. Samsonov back to all square, 6 apiece here. And they continue to go back and forth in this third game. Kallberg has taken his time to settle into things. Could most likely be too late. To make that one, and did. Point handed to him really by Samsonov. Kallberg again, this time the forehand down the line. 2-point advantage. And the point will go Samsonov's way there. Not quite sure whether it caught the lip or whether Kallberg got the final touch on it. It did catch the lip. That is the finish of the match so far from the youngsters' point of view. I'll miss it that time. A little bit too much of a push at it as well there. And Kallberg comes back in game 3. It looked like Samsonov was running away with it, but Kallberg gets it back to 2-1, taking game 3 11-7. Much better from the youngster that time. It really didn't.
Anton Kallberg.
So make or break time for young Anton Kallberg. Two fantastic returns off the backhand there for Samsonov. And again, Samsonov comes out of the blocks, guns blazing here with a point to prove, you feel. And 3 points in a row. Off to a 3-0 start. And all that hard work from Anton Kallberg now starting to look like a distant memory already. Not happy with himself there, the youngster. Had the right idea. Would have had Samsonov at 6s and 7s there.
But instead, it's Samsonov who leads 5-0, and Kallberg in real trouble now. Finally gets off the mark with a little bit of help from the big man from Belarus. Talking to himself now as well, just reminding himself to stay calm, cool and collected. Too simple for Samsonov at the moment. Kallberg needs to find that recipes for success that was there with him not too long ago. And now he's starting to let unnecessary mistakes creep into his play. Samsonov 7-1 up here. And then Kallberg missing the table completely. Tried to keep it short, but sent it too wide as well in the process. And that's, well, sort of sums up the majority of his performance. He had the one good game, but apart from that, he's been well off the mark. Does pick up his second point of game 4 there, but to celebrate. Decent serve that time. And Kallberg are well aware of the task at hand. Important for him not to give up though. And there we go. Just needs to keep taking it point by point. Forget about the scoreline. Concentrate on each rally on its own. Timeout called by Düsseldorf here. A few more words of encouragement. It's going to take some doing. Samsonov 2 points away from securing a victory here in match 3 at Orenburg, on the verge of going 2-1 up. Everyone delivering so far, apart from Dima in match 1 against Timo Boll. You do feel it will be a Yun Mitsutani Timo Boll showdown once Samsonov gets the job done here, unless of course Anton Kallberg can pull off something, well, nothing short of a small miracle at this stage. You can't see Samsonov throwing it away now. Never say never though. We have seen stranger things before. A wild one that time from Samsonov. Not too often you've seen that here this afternoon. And then pushed well long as well. That's two complete misfires from Samsonov. Timeouts having the desired effect so far. Right, there it is. Kallberg hands Samsonov for match points. And then hands him the match. Samsonov takes game 4, 11-6, convincingly as he did in games 1 or 2. Game 3, Kallberg looked like he could perhaps mount some sort of a comeback, excuse me. But those hopes were short-lived in the end, as Samsonov makes a quick work of the youngster. Experience shining through in the end. And now Orenburg lead 2-1 here in the home of Borussia Düsseldorf on the Arag Center Court. And next up, as if things couldn't get any better, it's Yun Mitsutani up against Timo Boll. Can Timo Boll be the first to bring down the young man from Japan in the Champions League? Or will Mitsutani be the man who secures a victory in the first leg for Orenburg? Don't go anywhere. There's an absolute cracker on its way.